Not sure when I look back at Christmas, but my first Christmas gift, and I know I'm telling my age here, but is when I got my Atari. I thought I was the man at that point. I had something great, something to do. So yeah, looking back, the Atari was probably my favorite gift.
Yeah, that's an easy one. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation takes the cake. It's pretty regularly quoted at my house and in this office too, so that's an easy one.
Favorite Christmas gift would have to be courtside seats to watch Grant Hill when he was with the Detroit Pistons when they played the Washington Wizards. And I got the tickets, but I didn't know that they were courtside until my uncle, who took me down courtside seats and sat me there for the game. It was awesome. Baby, it's cold outside. I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. I've got to go away. Baby, it's cold outside.
When I was a kid, it was probably more about the gifts. And depending on what you got for Christmas, you always ask your friends what it is. Where now it's finally being able to go home and see family and see an extended family that you haven't seen all but maybe one other time a year. Sometimes that's the only time you see them that year.
Little Drummer Boy. That's my favorite one. Whenever it comes on, doesn't matter what style or whatever, but I'm just like, yeah, that one. I love it.
Man, I'm a huge Washington Redskins fan. And the Christmas, I was probably about 10 years old. I got a Joe Theismann uniform, number 7, the helmet. So that was my favorite Christmas as a kid.
The favorite thing about Christmas is probably just the Christmas spirit, all the things that probably should be a part of our lives on a year-round basis that people seem to maybe pay more attention to on Christmas time. Obviously family and and obviously giving and good times, laughs, all those things, friends, all the things that go into the Christmas holiday spirit. And again, things we probably should focus on year round, but that we tend to really hone in on during these few weeks of the year.
Just the Christmas morning and just the look on their faces. That's just engraved as a parent, engraved into your mind now. It's just the excitement. I sort of missed that when you was a kid. The excitement of getting up Christmas morning and seeing what was there. So that's one thing I always look forward to is just the first look on my kid's face.
Yeah, my favorite gift would probably be the stereo system that I got in the 8th grade. Pretty stoked about that because it had a CD player in it, and at the time that was like the thing to do, which probably half the people watching this don't even know what a CD is. But I thought that was really cool. I actually still have that stereo and it still works. Yeah, it's very embarrassing, but I love that stereo. So yeah, that's my favorite one.
Well, I'm in a different scenario and category because I grew up, as you know, in Brazil, and my entire life I would see Santa Claus with all this clothing and heavy hat and snow behind, and you gotta remember it's hot as heck in Brazil, and to me Christmas has always been associated with summer. So my favorite memories were what is wrong with Santa Claus, But then, as you grow up and you get more things, you realize that the world is a little bigger in Brazil, but it's still ingrained in me that Christmas should be the hot time of the year.
My favorite Christmas memory, I have several, but probably it's not necessarily one individual memory, but I used to love, we would go up to my grandparents' house, and they live in Kentucky on a farm, and we went up there every Christmas growing up, and we were together with my cousins, and so that was always, just a great memory because we would open our gifts and then we would, play for the rest of the day and share everybody's gifts and just play with our cousins, and I just always enjoyed that.
Actually, as a child, there were just the anticipation and hope, waking up at 4 a.m. and running downstairs and seeing what your cache of presents were was one of those great things. Anticipating what you would receive as a child is very memorable. But I'll choose something from my travels because Malaysia is a great example. Malaysia is a very multicultural place. It's an Islamic country primarily, but there are Hindus, Buddhists, and Christians. And you go to the malls at Christmas time and everything's decorated in Christmas themes. In fact, I was just in Qatar in the Middle East, and there were stores with Christmas things to buy for families. And having that tolerance is something that I think is outstanding, because there's a lot of misunderstandings in the world today. And it's nice to see that you can honor other people's beliefs. So the memories we have, Max was very young, 4 or 5, that we were in Malaysia. So it was very exciting to go to the mall for him, but in a place that you wouldn't necessarily think of as a place where you would see a lot of Christmas decorations.
When I was in the 6th grade, I got a .22 rifle. That was a big event for me to get my own little gun, you know. I couldn't believe that. I thought it was going to be a pellet gun. I asked for a pellet gun because I'd always had a lot of BB guns and all that growing up. In this part of the country, that's just part of the deal. And so when I was 12 years old, I got my own little rifle.
All right, so my favorite thing about Christmas is probably just the mood that everybody's in. You know, everybody kind of wants to help out everybody. Everybody's looking out for everybody. And, you know, the part of the giving part, you know, I like that a lot. Especially with me having kids now. Just when that Christmas morning when they open up their gifts and their face lights up, that's pretty cool, man. That's probably my favorite part, is being able to give the gifts and spend the time with family and stuff of that nature.
That's a really hard one. Favorite Christmas film? I'm gonna go. It's a toss-up because, you know, people might not think it, but Die Hard really is a Christmas movie, and I am a big Bruce Willis fan. We actually have a Bruce Willis look-alike on the team. Actually, one of our players' fathers bears a striking resemblance to Bruce Willis. And I'm going to give him a little bit of a shout out, Matt Cleary. I always joke with him whenever I watch Armageddon, I start to cry, and I always shoot him a text and say I'm thinking about him. But to be honest with you, I would say my favorite Christmas movie would have to be A Christmas Story, with the leg lamp and Fragile, must be Italian. So I'm gonna, it's a toss up, but I'm gonna have to go with A Christmas Story.
I think honestly, if you asked my wife, she would probably say it's probably not too different, and that I still act like a big kid when it comes around Christmas time. You know, I still get pretty excited, and we do you know, some competitions, some holiday Christmas decorating competitions and cookie decorating competitions and stuff like that. Still get excited for it. So I would like to think that I still have that childlike spirit with Christmas, and it's not too different.
Everything about Christmas is spending time with the family, you know, hanging out, enjoying some bowl games, watching NBA basketball, which I know you enjoy as well, and just taking time to reflect of all the things to be thankful for, and you know, again, just spending time with family.
I would say favorite gift. I mean, I like when Santa or whoever gets me something that I'm not expecting, or like that I didn't, because I don't usually ask for gifts. But so I would say in 8th grade, my mom got us these Christmas ornaments that were Disney themed. Like I got Goofy, my sister got Mickey Mouse, whatever. And she was like, okay, and we're like, thanks for the ornaments, like, you know. And then she's like, no, we're going to Disney tomorrow. And she had been packing for weeks. We didn't notice that our clothes were going missing. And then we went to Christmas for a week through New Year's and like that. So that was really cool.
Our uncle used to come and stay. We all used to stay at my grandma's house, and my uncle, like almost every year, but one year distinctly, I remember him waking us up like in the middle of the night saying that he saw Santa. And we were like, ran to the window, we're like, he's like, can you see it, can you see it? And he even like ran outside with the dogs. He's like, look at it. And we're like, yeah, totally saw him. I mean, duh, it was Santa, we saw him.
Biggest difference is having kids of my own now, and it getting to experience Christmas through their eyes and their experience, and how special that is and how cool that is. That's the biggest difference for me, and the amount of toys you have to choose from is astronomical today, but getting to see their excitement is by far the best thing about Christmas today versus when I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily look forward to, but my mom every year does Christmas pajamas. Doesn't matter how old you are, what she does, but they might have lights on them, might have bells on them, whatever they may be, but she always gets super creative, and that's the Christmas Eve tradition, is to open our Christmas pajamas.
Just look forward to getting with family. I love to eat, so I get to go to several different houses and eat some really good food. So my favorite Christmas tradition is probably just getting together with every side of the family and enjoying time off, just enjoying each other and enjoying great food.
Christmas gift. When I was 16, I got a car. So my grandfather, it was actually a lemon, wound up being a lemon. I had to give it back, but at the time it was the coolest gift ever. I was got a car. It actually took a girl out on a date, and it rained, and it had a sunroof in it, and it leaked right through the sunroof. So needless to say, that was didn't turn out to be a great gift, but at the time I was pretty excited about it.
Wow, favorite Christmas song is it's well known up in the north. I'm gonna have to go Dominic the Donkey, the Italian Christmas donkey.
Hey, jingity jing, it's Dominic the donkey. Jingity jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la.